Hey you guys, it's Bird Tonight. We're here with an update on the not so resilient Jenkins. Steph has decided to come on TikTok yet again to defend her lifestyle. And I had some thoughts. So we're going to talk. If you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so she posted this video and the caption says, I stay focused on me, myself, and I. I have tiny humans to think of. If you don't like what you see or hear, you can always scroll on. I think it's really funny how she said, first of all, it's me, myself, and I. And then she mentioned her kids, which is, a little bit of a, I don't think she meant for that to be exposed, but for me, it tells a little something. Secondly, as a friendly reminder for Steph, Gypsy Rose, Alicia Doherty, the LeBrant fam, Colleen Ballinger, any of the people that I cover on my channel, if you do not want public commentary, stop posting the content publicly for public consumption. How hard is it to understand? You don't want people giving their opinions about it? Okay, don't post it. If this is something that you feel comfortable sharing and you receive some negative feedback and you're okay with it, go ahead and post it. Stop posting stuff that is extremely toxic and problematic and then coming back and saying, oh, well, why didn't y'all just shut your mouths? That is not the way that social media works, Steph. So let's watch the video and I'll give my thoughts.
Oh, how could she? I could never share some of the things she does about herself. I mean, like, why? Because you're not human as well? Really, it doesn't make any sense to me. There's not anything I've done or been throughout my life that I'm too ashamed for anybody to know about me because I'm perfectly freaking human.
No, the problem is that it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing for not only you, but more importantly, your children. Your children that you are trekking along with this super unstable lifestyle that you think is just hotel living. It is so much deeper and darker than a family living in a short period of time in a hotel. We have known about your problematic parenting since the day that you decided to expose that you were living in a one-bedroom apartment with 4 children at the time and 1 on the way. You decided to continue to reproduce knowing that you did not have the space, the financial means, the legit plans on housing to take care of all of these kids, and you continued to do it anyway. That is rich, it's wrong, and I think that it makes you a bad parent. So the problem is that it's your lack of shame, it's your lack of self-awareness. Like, this is not relatable to most of the population.
Human, just like the rest of us. I guess I should say the rest of you. I'm heavy on that. I stay too focused on myself to worry about what the next person's doing, and I don't know why more people can't just foster that kind of mentality. Especially because to me, I'm no better than the next person.
It's because if you're posting publicly, that means it's for public consumption. And if you are sharing terrible parenting, your children having housing insecurities, you mopping the walls, if we decide, hey, we want to react to Steph mopping the walls again with Pine Sol and Clorox, then we're going to make a video about it.
You think I really want to present myself looking this homely? Heck no. Do you think I enjoy going to a laundromat that's filled with nastiness? Preferably I'd have my own laundry, but I'd always have my laundry kept up. Promise you that. But to me, if I sat here and complained about certain things about my life, I'm just really putting down someone else's life because a lot of people...
You know what? I can tell y'all that I've certainly been through some chapters where money was really tight. Not once during those chapters did I say, let me go to the store and buy the most expensive laundry detergent because I have $13 in my bank account and I need to wash clothes. It's always been a point of conversation with the Jenkins that they're on state assistance and they fully take advantage of that by buying really expensive food and expensive stuff at the grocery store. you want to come off as relatable, but all you are is a freeloader, and a lazy one at that. Let's keep going.
Can relate to how I'm living, which means I'd just be belittling other people who live in my means. So if I sat here and complained about how they probably never cleaned out these washers and they've definitely never changed out these carts, acting like the typical snooty snot who's not just grateful for the fact that they have somewhere to clean their
Snooty snot. Let's be honest, there are people that are living like this, but they have motivation. They want to do better. They don't want to freeload off of TikTok while posting their disgusting parenting style, whatever that means. They literally want better for themselves. And for months on end, you and Drew have made money on TikTok. You have not allocated funds properly to do things like pay for rent to keep your 1-bedroom apartment, put down for a security deposit so that you had additional bedrooms. All that you have done is sadfish and grift and collect a paycheck, collect state assistance, and claim that whatever plans y'all are making, it's none of our business. And here we are, what is this, like 4, almost 5 months in this motel shelter that, again, as a reminder, they are not paying for.
clothes. Yeah, to me, that's putting people down who are in the laundromat with me as well. You truly never know someone's circumstances unless you're in there with them. So why would you sit there and judge anybody for what they're doing? I just don't get it. In my time working with the elderly,
Because most people that are in the laundromat trying to make sure that they have clean clothes, a lot of those people are not posting it to TikTok. And let's go back to the beginning of the video. You're posting it on TikTok. What do you expect people to say, especially when we have literal months of content to prove that you are not doing anything to better your situation?
if there's one thing they taught me is that the youngins worry way too much, and they definitely worry way too much about what other people are doing. Because when it comes down to it, the whole story is unwritten. Well, it's kind of written and unwritten if you think about it. You can put a lot more work into it and have control over a lot more things you should have had control over to begin with. I don't know. It's a freaking roller coaster. Who has it figured out? No one. So why are you acting like I'm supposed to? I'm out here winging it just like the rest of you, day by day, doing the best I can to improve my life for my children. And if I'm being honest,
I can tell you that I, for a fact, am not winging it. I am very clear, and I have been very clear on what my plan is, what my responsibilities are, what I need to do to make sure that I have the bare necessities of life. Winging it when you're 18, 19, and you don't know what you want to do, like, that's one thing, winging it. But when we're talking about you trying to categorize this as winging it when you continue to have children that you cannot care for, it's just simply irresponsible. And you should be ashamed, but there's none of that. But there is a lot of TikTok that we can respond to, even though you expect silence.
A lot of improving to do for myself as well. When people say they want to reach their highest self, well, I'm on that kind of journey, and I got a long ways to go. But this is what I was talking about when I said the laundromat can low-key be nasty, because I don't know when the last time was they changed these things out. It's like where Shrek does his laundry or something, I don't know. And I definitely learned my lesson about some of these dryers last time I was here. I ran a couple of them on
So you said you weren't going to talk badly about the laundromat because that means that you're talking badly about other people that utilize this laundromat as well. But then you go on to show a rubber wheel falling off and, washers and dryers that are obviously not in great shape. But guess what? You wouldn't have to be dealing with a laundromat if you would have done what you should have done when y'all initially went viral. You would have been able to, have an apartment with a washer and dryer. But instead, you and Drew fucked away all the money, bought a bunch of dumb shit, got evicted, and now you're living in a free shelter that used to be a motel, that you're trying to disguise as a motel.
and it burnt some of our laundry and then left half of it wet, as you saw in that video. But I found that the dryers on the other side of the laundromat, they work just fine. Usually I can fit everything, and I mean like literally everything, in 2 of those dryers and run it on medium, and then I have no issues. Anyways, I just came here to say you're not going to find me being too shy or too ashamed to share anything about myself. I'm human just like the rest of y'all. I may definitely eventually fall into the cheesy dance trend stuff, but for now, I'm sharing the real, the raw, the ugly, because this is my life and this is what I got time for. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I want to read a few of the comments, and then I'm going to wrap it up, and y'all can sound out down below. Someone said, good God, it just kept going and going. Someone else said, my husband's shift is 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. and my shifts are 3 to 10. You both can work. But, as we know, Drew doesn't like being told what to do, and he's scared of W-2s, and Steph just doesn't want to work because she claims that she wants to be at home for her kids, even though they're in school, and when she is home, they don't do a whole lot of anything because, as we can see through their content, their one motel room is constantly dirty, and it makes me question what's going on during the day. What are y'all really doing during the school year when these kids are away at school? Someone else said, I don't even buy Tide, and my husband and I do well. You don't have to have name brand everything, but she does because it's basically free to her. It's not coming out of her own pockets. It's being paid for by the state. So of course she's going to be buying name brand everything. We've seen it through her own content. So anyway, a lot of people kind of echoing my opinions, and it's all so sad. And for this to be labeled as relatable content, it's not relatable to anybody. I can guarantee you. People have gone through hard times and tough chapters. I've gone through a few myself, but we're not winging it. We are figuring out how to get the hell out of this situation. And I can only imagine that that motivation and want would be through the roof if you have children, and it's just non-existent for both Steph and Drew. So either way, that's what's going on as of today. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.